All right, we should be live in a moment here. And I will start sending out my own notifications here. I already have it typed in, so I just need to send it to a few places. Okay, already hit most of the line groups. Okay.
Hey, what's up, Bobby Stapleton?
Bobby Stapleton, first one in. All right, that should be done here in a moment. Jump over to Twitter. Copy, paste. And that's done. Jump over to Facebook. And that's done. Well, it's taking its sweet time, but it's about to be done. Getting a slight echo.
And Kyle
Stiletto.
Georgiou, what's up?
What's up, Kyle?
Cool MCOC. Hey.
What is up? Almost done here. All right, and let's see. That's my page. Get this group here. What do you know? The preview is actually up to date. It's actually the one that I have there.
Nice. Kyle Georgiou hates his life. He's been grinding the entire day and only at 2 mil for Domino.
Oh my. That doesn't sound fun. I'm guessing your roster is not very extensive yet. Yeah. Stiletto, our sister, sent me a friend request on Facebook.
Excuse me?
That's what I'm saying. Huh.
Hmm.
There's her face right there too. That's her. But my question is, what happened? How did we get defriended? That she had to request it again.
Well, was she ever your friend on that one?
Yeah, that's why
Make
I'm.
sure it's not a duplicate.
What's that?
People been going around duping, so make sure it's not a duplicate account.
No, doesn't look like it, but
Go to her account,
I did.
look up look up her account, and it says she's been defriended. You've defriended.
Unless they copied everything. This is her.
Look at the number of friends and everything.
Yeah, it says she only has like 13.
Yeah, if it says she only has 13 friends, that's a duplicate account because she has more than that.
So let me see. I'm gonna check here, guys, for a second because I don't know what is going on. She disappeared, unless she deleted her account and recreated it or something. Because I'm looking here at my contacts and everybody is here except her.
Yeah, she does have a habit of doing that, where she says, "I'm getting off of Facebook."
Yeah, I mean, it still could be. Let me see. I'm gonna look at her friends. Huh. Check and see if she is still your friend.
I'm about to.
Because according to this one, you're not on her friends list. Neither is mom.
Oh, I just looked her up and there's two accounts.
Mm-hmm.
The one that I'm her friend on says sister, and the one that I'm not says WWM.
Yeah. Hmm. So what does that mean? Does it mean it says duplicate account then?
Probably, or she opened a new account just for this one for her because this one looks like it's more about her job. So she
Ah.
might have just opened this one up just for her job.
Okay. We'll check later.
Yeah, check with her first,
Yeah. I was about to defriend her so quick.
but also this picture is
Yeah, I know.
older.
Yes, it is. But she has a habit of doing that. I don't know. Just have to just have to find out. Okay.
But yeah, this one looks like it's all about her job.
All right. Let's catch up in the chat right here real quick. Cool MCOC. Yep. Kyle. Yep. Keith Winnett. Greetings.
Oh, it's Keith. Mm.
Kyle says I have only 7 teams. Okay. Yeah, that would do it. Double P. Hello. How are you doing? Kyle says, will 4.5 be safe for Domino? I don't consider it safe, but she did go for less than that. My definition of safe is a lot more than that because I don't feel safe anywhere near the cutoff. So, from what I heard and saw from Truco, she went for 4.22. So, 4.5 might get her, but I don't consider that safe. If you were at 5.5 or 6, then I would consider it safe. Keith Winnett says it's a trap. Yeah, it might be. Aaron Davis says, shouldn't there be an ad to Crystal today? Yeah, it's supposed to be some new basics coming. I believe Ghost is going to be added. I don't really keep up with that, but I listen a little bit to my alliance and some other groups that I'm in. Double P, yeah, okay. Just a matter of when. Aaron Davis, okay. Derek Loftus says, do we know if Heimdall is in the crystals yet? If not, what time supposedly hit today? Not sure. Just have to wait and see. Yep, Keith Winnett did 5.7 million for Domino and don't regret a single point over. Neither would I. I'd be doing 6 or above. But that's just me. When Ghost and Wasp come around for the basic, I don't have them. I'll put up 6 plus easily. Both rounds, both times. Bobby Stapleton, I got her for 6.1 million. So you're up at what I usually do. And a cool MCOC, I pulled Domino 4 star and 5 star. Nice. I definitely would love to get a Domino 5 star. All right, guys, we're gonna jump into Arena here. I'm a little bit late. I normally like to start right when my 5 stars are off cooldown, but didn't get a whole lot of sleep. And then I did fall asleep around lunchtime, and then woke up just in time to wolf something down and hop on the stream here.
And whose fault is that? Yours.
It's probably yours.
No, I think it's Keith's. It's Keith's fault.
Yeah, well, you would blame him, wouldn't you?
No, it is his fault.
Y'all got a thing going on.
Oh, Keith Lynette's fault.
All right, oops, let me turn
Hey,
my
Clay.
sound down here. And let's just jump on in. What's up, Clay? That's okay, Clay, you're not late. I'm late. We just started about 10 minutes ago. And I'm not running suicides. And see, I didn't get done what I was planning to get done here. Oh, look at that new icon for the taunt for Spider-Man, Stark Enhanced here. But I've actually been working my way through the variant difficulty. I've got the first 2 chapters done and the first 2 quests of chapter 3. So I just have the last quest in chapter 3 to get done for my initial completion. And I planned to do that before the stream. That way I could turn my suicides back on and have a, easier time in the arena, because I don't need to turn suicides off for AQ because we don't have AQ running right now. And Alliance War, we're off season, so it's the perfect time, and I'm gonna have to turn them on anyway when Night Thrasher hits the arena. So figured I'd do it now, but I woke up just in time, as I said, so no time to get that 3rd chapter done. I'll get it done after the stream.
Double P says, how much do you think 4-star Massacre will go for an arena?
Yep, I have, wait, do I?
Kyle thinks with probably 3.8 or 4 mil.
Yeah. Not sure. Just remember, I don't usually do the cutoffs. But what I'll end up doing is I'll go watch Brian Grant stream, and I'll see what he thinks the cutoffs are, and I'll listen out in some of the line groups and see what, kind of hype what they're thinking he might go for. And then I'll make my predictions based on what I hear from them. If you go to Brian Grant's stream and you look at his cutoffs for like this arena and compare it to mine, you'll see that they're very, very similar. Because I use his as a basis most of the time. Because he's the most consistent YouTuber, live streamer, that is. Streams like every day, so I usually watch him and get my ideas there. All right.
Kyle says probably, yeah, okay. And Keith Winnett says he's going to put up 5.5 for Massacre.
That's a good idea. I'm trying to remember if I have him. I think I already have him as a 4-star. I think I went for him when he was in the featured. But as a personal rule of thumb, 6 million is easy for me to put up. And although I don't think he's going to go anywhere near there, I've been putting up between 6 and 8 million for a long time. And that was back when my roster wasn't even that good. So it was taking me a lot longer to put that up back then. Now it doesn't take me long at all. And if you guys remember when Dr. Voodoo came to the basics, I put up like 8 million. And you know how long ago that was. So that should give you an idea. My roster has grown significantly since then. So, and the cutoffs have gone down. So chances are he's probably going to go for around the same as Domino. I wouldn't be surprised. So for me, 6 million, and I feel relatively safe there. All right.
Kyle Georgiou has him duped at R1, but he has no use for him as yet, but he's an amazing champ.
Yeah, he's fun to play, for sure. You play him a little bit differently because you want to hit into their block a lot.
Double P says he was thinking 4 to 4.5 to be safe. I have a Domino and a Volk, so it needs to happen.
All right. Good grief. This Mordo did not want to throw his special. All right. All right. Hold on for a minute here.
Oh, Keith feels stupid. No comment necessary. So I won't comment.
Okay.
But he did not know that Nebula has a power drain and lock.
Nebula? Oh, yeah. On her L1. Okay. I was just looking up and I put it into Google Translate what Omar said.
Yeah.
Thanks, Keith. And
Growing
as
up in the Bronx, you should have known enough to know what he said.
I caught one of the words, but I wanted to see what all he said. But anyway, just for everyone else, English only, and that is one of the reasons. So even if you're not saying something bad and it's not in English, we don't know necessarily. So you might.
Some of us know enough to know the bad things you say.
Right. And you may get a timeout unless they have, enough understanding, like with this case, and they know it's bad. Otherwise, you may get a timeout and have, your message deleted. But yeah, English only, please.
And Keith, yes, I do know the origin of the rules, though. Like the origin of many things.
My sister is a warehouse of knowledge of trivia. Okay, yeah. All right, Kyle. You said, got to go, have to grind for that sexy domino. Happy grinding, bro. Always love your videos. The only live stream I follow. Great work. All right, Kyle. And Kyle says, drop them likes, people. You heard him.
Amol says he loves your channel.
Thank you. I aims to please.
And Amel, brother, what's up?
Hey, ML, welcome back. We are just here grinding, trying to hit those milestones. I actually rebooted my router. I hadn't done that in a while, so rebooted it early this morning. But it hasn't been giving me any problems. But just in case. Oh, and everybody, let me know how my volume sounds, how my sister's volume sounds in relation to each other and to the game, and let me know how the game sound is doing, because I have everything turned off, so I don't know. But I think I have all the levels set properly. Keith says I got some knowledge too. Yeah.
Yes, I'm close. I'm close, Clay, to another 4-star.
She's growing by leaps and bounds. Our little stiletto is. I hate fighting Morning Star in Arena or anywhere else for that matter.
But there are several origins of the rule of thumb. No one's really settled on which one they think is the true one, but
And I know nothing.
hmm.
Absolutely nothing. Clay Slatton says I'm low on points in the 3-star arena. Okay.
Keith Winnett says, Lord Shadow, do you think that Summoner Appreciation Week will start before the Champion Challenge goes away?
Kabam has annoyed me more often than not because they do things like that. I'm pretty sure that they know when the events are taking place. So when I see things like, let's do this. When I see things like the completion event doesn't start until just before, or it ends just as this new event might come live, things like that, I know they do it on purpose, just to annoy me. So I'm not sure, but I will not be surprised if it goes away right when Summoner Appreciation Week starts. But that's okay, because I plan to start exploring the variant difficulty when Summoner Appreciation Week hits. So we'll see. I'll probably have another uncollected arena crystal opening then too.
Keith says there's a slight echo going on.
Yeah, I hear it. I told her about it before, but she kind of ignored me.
Oh.
I actually mentioned it to her before the stream went live, but you know, little sisters. They just ignore you, smile and nod. Amal says, I am in excess of T4 Science Catalyst, but got only Cap OG and She-Hulk as my 5-star Science champs. Should I upgrade any 4-star to rank 5 or wait for a good 5-star? That is a good question. And it's going to depend on your roster and what you're trying to do. So the way you want to look at it is, what are you planning on doing with a particular champion? So you have She-Hulk, right? Are you planning on using this She-Hulk anywhere? And if the answer is no, then leave her alone. All right? And if you don't have a decent 5-star to rank up and you're looking at 4 stars, same thing. Are you planning on using this 4-star anywhere? 4 stars are still relevant, but it just depends on which 4-star it is. I still rank up 4 stars. And in fact, as you'll see in a variant difficulty, I still use 4 stars. So it just depends. It depends on what you need and what you're doing and what 4-star it is. Like Void, if you have a 4-star Void, rank him up to 5. He's still useful. I brought a 550 Void into Labyrinth of Legends with me. Took out X-23. He's good for Realm of Legends. Take out that Wolverine. And I took him into the variant difficulty and whooped up on Hyperion and a couple of others. So yeah, 4 stars still relevant. Just depends on which 4-star it is and what use you have for them.
Lorik says greetings from Italy.
Ah, greetings. Italian. Oui, oui. Oh, not the biting the thumb. I remember when we were reading Romeo and Juliet, and we read that was like the gravest insult or whatever, and it just cracked us up. Now, keep in mind, here's a bunch of New Yorkers, used to all kind of cussing and swearing and all that, and they talking about biting their thumb, and we're like, what? And of course, that's not a curse or anything, so all of us started saying that. It was probably a good week or so. We were just like, we bite our thumbs at thee. Don't bite your thumb at me.
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir? Oh, no, sir. But I do bite my thumb at thee, sir.
Just cracked us up. Go.
Super Vega Man.
Oh. Hey, boss man. Come on, Gladiator Hulk.
And Pedro Khan. What's up, LS and Miss Green? Hope you two are doing well. Not feeling the grind this round, only at 800k for the basics.
Hey, just get some milestones. Earn them units.
Don't forget 8 p.m. tonight. Server maintenance.
Yeah. Are they going to actually do maintenance? They haven't done it for a while. Although sometimes I just fall asleep, so I'm not awake anyway. I try to get my stuff done before then, as a general rule. But I know there was a couple of times they were supposed to have maintenance, and we were sitting around waiting. Maintenance never happened.
Yeah, I've been fighting in the arenas a bit more. Trying to polish up my skills.
And that's what it's good for. It is great for that. Keep you in the good practice, and I usually try things in the arena that I wouldn't try somewhere else right away. So, like a little technique that I try.
Hey, Jaco Joubert.
Jaco. I know in the variant difficulty, there were times that I had to fight a little bit differently than I was used to. If you guys notice, I normally fight with a parry-heavy style. I parry a lot. Very dependent on parry. But that's not the only style that I know how to fight, obviously, because you can't do that against anyone that's stun immune or the equivalent. So in order for me to get through any kind of content, You gotta learn to fight stun immune, at least to some degree. You have to be able to intercept. And during this variant difficulty, I had to do that. I think in the third chapter, you guys will see me fighting a little bit of a different style using what they have called the backdraft intercept, where you have them up against the wall, the right hand side wall, do like a 3 or 4 hit combo, back out and go immediately back into them. It's dangerous, but 9 times out of 10 it works. But you don't do that if they have a bar of power, because then they'll launch a special in your face more than likely. Clay says, I faced the champion 50 times yesterday. Wow, 50? Good grief. Keith Winnett, when my Medusa gets duped in 565, I plan on my first LOL run. Awesome. She can definitely do it. She might be able to do 100%. I know Brian Grant took her in there, but I don't remember how viable. No, wait. He did Gwenpool. I think he did Medusa as well. Not sure, actually. But I know he went in there with Gwenpool, but I don't know if he went back in there. But anyway, going to use the royal family, of course. Yep, that's synergy, naturally. Do you think it would be a big benefit to add Ronin for extended fury? It'll probably increase her damage output, so yeah. That might be useful.
Clay Slatton's 4-star magic is R4 level 10.
Okay. Now see, magic is one of those champions that is useful 4-star or a 5-star. Obviously, if you have the 5-star ranked up and the 5-star is available, you're going to use that. But for example, for me, my 5-star is not awakened and is ranked 3. And my 4-star, I believe, is ranked 5. No. I think my 4-star is still ranked 4, but awakened. And a lot of times, I'll end up using the 4-star. But most of the time I don't, because I have other options for power control. I didn't mean to push him to his L2. Now I gotta bait it out.
Pedro Khan says Arena is great for practice and free units. Lord Shadow, any advice on how to use Ghost? I keep losing with her.
Oh, you gotta go to Panda Man Pete. Are you talking about fighting? I didn't see. I'm just trying to fight here. Fighting against her or with her?
How to use her.
Okay, yeah. So like I was saying, go to Panda Man Pete. Panda Man Pete is the expert Ghost user. I don't even have her as a 4-star. I did a little showcase video as a 3-star just so people could see her. But that was about it. So when she comes to the arena as a basic 4-star, I will grab her. And then I'm going to have to learn how to use her. And I will be going to Panda Man Pete. But yeah, she takes some skill to use. She has a pretty decent learning curve from what I've heard. But the benefits, a lot of people consider her OP. Okay, I saw something earlier that I don't think you read. Okay. Yeah. Jaco said, I did variant 3.1 now. Took about 400 units for a run through. For 3.1? Okay. Now, so far, I have not used any units on the variant, and I still have plenty of stash left. Haven't even opened up any crystals, any of the free crystals yet. So, I can probably, pretty sure, get a full completion done without spending units. Now, as far as getting it fully explored, it's going to depend on how fast I want to get it done. And the way that I like to do it is going to deplete my stash, because that's what my stash is for. That's why I save up all those things. The free crystals and everything is for harder content where I need it. And I've already completed all the other hard content. This is the last one. So I'm going to go through Variant, explore it, use units for energy refills, and try to get that done in a timely manner. Really want to get it done before, the next event goes live, but I may not be able to. But we'll see.
Keith Minute says Ronin with BB gives Medusa 30% extended fury, cruelty, and precision.
Oh yeah, I heard about the Black Bolt synergy. I would not mind getting a Black Bolt 6-star. And I don't think, someone told me that he wasn't there as a 5-star, but he's there as a 6-star. I'm not sure.
And Animal wants to know, what is your profession?
I'm a programmer by profession.
Nigel wants to know, are you going to do any closer look videos soon?
That depends on who I can grab. But yeah, I am planning on doing some closer look. I haven't had any really nice champions to do that on. I'll need to look over, but I normally do the closer look videos with whatever 4-star I get from the featured after I've ranked them up. The problem is I've been focusing on ranking up my 5-stars to 2, so I haven't been ranking up my 4-stars. But I just took my Omega Red 4-star to 550. But I think I already did a video on him. I'll need to look and see. But I've been learning a little bit more about him as well. But if I have not, because I do know that I did a gameplay video on him, but I don't remember if I did a closer look on that champion. But we'll see. Just got to get the champions. And I applied to get into the content creator program. If I could get into that program, then of course I'll be doing videos on upcoming champions every time they give me one.
Hey, Meister. Hi, Temple.
Meister, what's up? And Temple, what is going on, my brother? Yes, I am online. I try to go online around 1 o'clock our time, Temple.
Jaco Joubert says, I have a 550 ghost and take down WS and ROL with about 200 hits.
Nice. And that's a 4-star. That is very nice. Yeah, Ghost is... I regret not going for Ghost when she was in the arena. Not as a 5-star, because I still am not going for a 5-star. But I would have gone for her as a 4-star. But I remember I had just been in the arena for a lot, and I was like, you know what? Let me take a break. There wasn't a lot of hype about her at the time. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to take a break. So I took a break on Wasp and Ghost. The very ones with a nice synergy together that I should have gone for. You know, I went for Korg, for example, because I was going to use my 4-star Korg in Alliance War. But I switched alliances, higher tier, so that Korg is probably never going to get ranked up. And I know I didn't do a closer look on him. I guess I could. I'll have to look and see. I don't think I've ever done a how-to video either on fighting him.
Animal says, are you excited for Cow Whale's 12 featured 6-star opening?
To be honest, no. Yeah, I'm just being honest. You asked. You asked, and that is my answer. No, not really. Nothing against him. Just no. Not my thing.
What's up, Jeremiah Babs?
Jeremiah.
Meister says I have 6-star BB. He is awesome. I will be happy if I will dupe him.
Yeah, I would not be upset if I could get a 6-star black belt. Not upset at all. Okay, Nigel. So I did do a video on him. I thought so. But I'll do different types of videos. Like some videos, I just rank up in a gameplay. So I just kind of, we look over the champion. And I just kind of let everybody see his specials. Do some duels. I don't really go, too in depth.
Later, Clay.
All right, Clay. Oh, I hate that.
Nigel says Korg is super annoying to fight. A tutorial on how to beat him would be great. His SP1 gets me every time.
It gets me too. Definitely gets me. Korg is very annoying to fight. But yeah, I might do something like that. I'm still not an expert at fighting Korg, but I do know a little something about how to fight him.
Jacques Joubert says I was lucky to pull a 4-star Wasp in PHC for the Ghost Synergy. I have a 5-star R3 Ant-Man also for Synergy.
Living the dream, man. Living the dream.
And Meister says his SP2 can do crazy damage. I'm assuming he's talking about Korg.
Yeah, but see, his SP2 is very easy to evade. You just have to distance it. Place Latin, that is awesome because I'm still practicing evading Korg's Special 1. That is the reason that a lot of people take off dexterity. Because if you cannot evade Korg's Special 1 consistently, and you have Dex on, and you Dex, his Special 1 goes unblockable. And so you can easily get wrecked if you don't know how to evade it. And I do not know how to evade it. When I fight Korg, my motto is offense. I try to destroy him as fast as possible with Corvus. Get that rock shield down, and then just try to take him out fast. Take whatever damage you got to take, so I don't have to deal with a lot of that. And I try not to evade, so I kind of fight him like I'm on a, what was it, Slash Tires, if you guys remember that, where you take damage anytime you dash backwards. I hated that node. But fighting that style where you don't evade backwards, it's not sustainable, at least not by me. So you want to get him down fast. So you just want to keep advancing, parrying. And if you ever see how I fight, how aggressive I fight most of the time, that's where I learned to do that. I would just, parry him like this, and you'll notice I don't back up a whole lot. See, look at this fight here with a Civil Warrior. I haven't dashed back at all.
Nigel Millett says those premium disappointments have been in my favor this week. Got a 4-star Modoc, Killmonger, and Massacre.
Not bad. Yeah, I had to evade at the end there, otherwise take a heavy, which is why I hated that node. Because it's almost impossible not to evade backwards at least sometime, or take a lot of damage and possibly get stunned and wrecked.
Jacques Joubert says you can Dex Korg's SP1. It will not trigger his crowd excitement.
Yeah, I think the dex is only if you dex his other attacks, then his special one goes unblockable, and then well, you'd better dex it or else.
Oh, Temple, I thought you were just here to see my brother, and I was letting you guys have some boy time.
Yeah, I actually I meant to tell you that, Temple. My sister was
I thought
trying
I
to.
was being all sweet and kind and being like, oh, I won't interrupt them. I'll let them have some boy time. He hasn't seen Temple in a while.
Yeah, I went to her and made her feel bad. I was like, you wouldn't even come out to say hello, and she
Because
was
he
like,
didn't say that you wanted to see me. I was like, if you told me he said he wanted to say hi, I would have come out. I thought he just came by to see you, and you were like, oh, come see his car. And I'm like, I don't want to interrupt you guys. You haven't seen each other for a while. Hang out, have some boy time.
hmm, yeah, I explained it.
I'm sorry. Next time, no matter what he says, I will come out. I didn't know. He didn't even say that. See, he didn't say nothing like that. I can show you the thing. He ain't say nothing about that.
Temple knows what I said. He was standing right there when I wrote it.
Exactly. And I'm like, I did not even know. I was like, and after that, when he wrote, he's like, he thought you. I was like, why didn't you say he wanted to? Because if he said you said that he wanted to see me, I'd have been up there in a heartbeat. I didn't think he wanted. I thought he was just coming by to see you.
He came by to say hello to the family. Minus, apparently, my sister. Stayed in her room. Said, nope, I ain't coming out.
I
I
know.
know, Keith. Ain't it funny? She working her way, trying to get out of that hole. Hey, Aeon Kong, what's up?
You know, Keith, you are on the list, and you were about to get off the list today, but no,
Hey,
not today.
DJ Digsby. What is up? Oh, wow. I'm actually pretty scrolled up here. I'm actually looking at two chats. So I have in my browser, I have the live stream going and I have the chat there. And then in Streamlabs, I have, a little night mode active and I have the chat in there as well. And the chat in the Streamlabs is longer.
Well, next time, Temple, come knock on my door and be like, I want to see you. And I'll be like, oh, okay. Don't leave it to Doofus.
See how she trying to blame me? She could have come out. She ain't need to be told that. She should have come out and been a little sociable. She could have came out, said hi, and then gone back in her room. But no.
Now, you know, once I get to talking, I get to talking. So I didn't want to
Well,
tempt myself.
that is true.
So I was like, if he's here to see Shadow, if I go out there, I ain't seen him for a while, I'll start talking. The next thing I know, Shadow be sitting over in the corner giving me them eyes like you did with your other invisible friend when I was talking with her for like, 2 hours.
Well, that was a female friend, though. That's
Oh,
different. Female friend, much different. Then, yeah, I want you to come say hello and get your butt back in your room. And don't be out there chatting. Get you gone. Get on.
I just showed you my roster, my little baby roster and everything.
She proud of her roster too, Temple.
My little baby roster. It's a baby roster. I know, right,
Exactly.
Temple? That's all he does.
Exactly. All I was doing was playing the game, so you could have come out, chat it up. But you know what, Temple? What we need to do, all three of us, sometime, now that you're not working nights, uh, just for everybody, so I'm including you guys. Temple has been really a part of the family for a long time. Man, I
I
remember.
do remember he was snot nosed.
I know he was so young, and he was playing with my little nephew. He would come over when we lived in the same little cul-de-sac. He was our neighbor there, and he would come over. So I set up two computers on my network outside of my room in my little living room area, so that him and my nephew could, play some games together. And eventually, my grandmother passed away. She was a big help in helping raise my little nephew, who has ADHD. When she passed away, in that same month that my grandmother passed away, I was laid off from my job. My sister lost her job. She was still going to school at the time. So we went severely down as far as income, household income. And my sister was ready to take my nephew, so he went to live with her. He was around 10, I think, at the time, 10 or 11. But Temple still, wanted to come over, and he would still come over and play games. And so we would start playing games together, and we basically have been doing that for quite a while. So we've known each other for a long time. I remember, it's so funny. I remember when he got his growth spurt. That was hilarious. I mean, when I say growth spurt, he was shorter than me. Okay, he went away. He went to visit his father, I think, one summer. He came back, and he actually hit his head on. He was coming downstairs because I had a little basement apartment. He hit his head on this little overhang because he wasn't used to being that tall. It was hilarious. But anyway, so we've stayed in touch, and he's really part of the family. But he got a job where he was working nights. So we haven't been able to really talk or anything like that. We haven't been playing any games together. He doesn't really play this, and this is what I've been playing mainly for the past, few years here. But because he worked nights, we really didn't see much of each other at all for a while. So when he came over yesterday, I hadn't seen him. I think it's been like a year or so since I'd seen him. So, Temple, what we need to do, all three of us need to go out to eat sometime.
Let me guess where you want to go to eat.
I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I really don't.
Thanks
Now,
for stopping by, Doc 4.
yeah, Doc Ford, thanks. Now, of course, I'm not working right now, but Temple remembers. It's funny because right now our situations are reversed. There was a time where before he got into his career, he wasn't working at all. He was just trying to find a job, and I was working, and so I would periodically, me, him, and another friend of mine, we would go out to Olive Garden regularly to eat, hit up movies and that sort of thing. So yeah, we need to go out sometime. And like I said, it really doesn't matter. We can go to Olive Garden. We can go to Golden Corral. We can go to, of course, Fellini's Pizza, because I know that's what you're thinking. But it really don't matter as long as we just go out. Fellini's Pizza. One of the reasons that I usually mention that is because it's cheap. You get 1-2 slices and it's like under $5. So, as opposed to going to Golden. I mean, yeah. Well, Golden Corral is cheap too, but like Olive Garden is not.
Not anymore. Remember last time we
Oh
went?
yeah, that's right. That's right. They changed it. But yeah, Temple. Marriott Diner. I don't think I've ever.
Marietta Diner.
Oh, Marietta Diner. I don't think I've ever been there, Temple.
Oh, it's good.
Okay, well, there you go. See, it would be my first time being there. Apparently, my sister has been there. I hear her making love noises.
Whatever.
Y'all heard it. I don't have to say it. Yep, and you typed it. There you go. But yeah, so we'll definitely have to do that. All right, DJ Digsby. Hold on for a minute. Whew, just had to cough. And didn't want to cough in y'all's ear. Hopefully I muted it.
You guys.
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to hear it anyway. My sister called this Punisher the Goth Punisher.
Tell me he's not goth.
No, well, you know better than we do that goth doesn't always mean they look like that.
I know. But there's different types of goth.
Exactly.
If it isn't Tim, good afternoon.
Tim? Ooh. I did not mean to do that, but now Yondu gonna pay. Okay. Jeremiah was asking you a question.
I answered it.
Okay. Ultron's dupe isn't special.
That's right, Tim the Enchanter.
Keith, do you think... Oh, you're asking Keith a question. Okay. 4-star dupe. All right, so nothing directed at me. Okay, DJ Digsby says, is Sentinel the new Ultron, really? He might be. Because, yeah, back in the day, I remember Ultron was the boy. And I still don't have Ultron. Classic Ultron. I have the Labyrinth of Legends Ultron. But I don't have the other Ultron as a 5-star. And I wanted him. Because running Suicides, he would have been great. For like Alliance Quest and that sort of thing. But I was never able to get him. But Sentinel, I was actually considering ranking down my Iceman to rank up my Sentinel. So, I don't know. Sentinel is actually really good. He has good damage. He has a little bit of ramp up. And when he's awakened, that ramp up time is cut down considerably. So he is a lot better awakened. That is why he is on my list for champions that I would like to awaken. All right. Yep. Tim the Enchanter to you. Haha. All right. Let's see. Not on my main. What did Domino go for? She went for 4.22. Alright. Superman. 123533. I'm sure there's a significance to that number, but I don't know what it is. Alright. Ooh, just getting tagged by this Mephisto. Don't know how far behind the stream everyone is. Oh, come on. There we go. Get him away from that special 3. Come on. Throw another one. This is one of the reasons I really don't like being in an arena without suicides on. Ugh. Gotta bait out specials.
Welcome to the shadows, Superman.
Yes, welcome. 4.22, shoot for 4.5 plus. Yeah, Tim. That's what I would do. Of course, y'all guys already know I'd be putting up 6 million. Because I don't like being anywhere near cutoffs. But 4.5 or more, 5 million, if you can do it, shouldn't be too bad. I'm still not sure how to feel about this sentry. I do like fighting with him, only because he reminds me, his special one reminds me of Dragon Ball. That's really the only reason.
The shadows aren't evil, Superman. They're warm. They're comforting. Yeah. They enfold you.
Shadows aren't evil. That is a propaganda spread about by the light. The shadows are home. All right, here we go. Got my little sentry here. Let's get to that special 1. I don't even like his special 2.
Kim.
All right.
Says, do you know when the previous 6-star featured champs enter the basic 6-star crystal?
Nope. I'm waiting as well. All right. Kamehameha ha! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
At least he didn't drop it.
Kamehameha ha! That's the only reason I love this champion. Look at that. I mean, tell me it doesn't look like that. Look at it. Tell me it don't look like that.
I dropped the spirit ball. Oh, spirits and everything.
I was too done. I was so done with that.
If I recall correctly, I think I left the room when that happened.
Yeah. That was hilarious. He had been building that up for a couple of episodes.
And I was like, I'm done. I can't.
And then, when he was finally ready to throw it, he dropped it.
Welcome back, Kyle.
Welcome back. I don't know the song, but I used to watch the show. Welcome back, Carter. For all the old heads in here.
None as old as yours.
Apparently not. Hey, how many people remember... How many people remember Baby I'm Back? It was a show, and
I remember Baby I'm Back.
Kim Fields was the little girl in Baby I'm Back.
Kim Fields? Are you sure?
I believe so.
Really?
It's been a long time, but there are 2 actresses that I used to watch from when I was young that they were also young. One, of course, is Alyssa Milano from Commando. She's only 2 years younger than me. So I watched her right when I was that age as well. And Kim Fields, even before Facts of Life, I believe that was her in that show. At least that's what I was told. It's been a long time.
Yep, that was her.
That was her? Okay.
All this time I thought it was somebody. Well, then again, I didn't really watch it that much. I saw it was some reruns.
Of course. But yeah, that was Kim Fields. See, like I said, there's only two actresses that I watched pretty much all the way growing up through their careers because we were around the same age.
But baby, I am back.
Yep. And I remember because she was saucy in there too. So I was just like, oh man, she is so cool. So that's good to know that my memory isn't going just yet.
No, I wouldn't say all that.
Who are you again?
Pedro Con says that show is too old.
Tell me about it. And like I said, I was a little kid when it was on. So, I'm not that old, but I am old.
Kyle Georgia loves the commentary.
Hey. Whew.
Oh, Pedro Con actually took it back and said Demon Wilson, aka Lamont.
Oh, Lamont. Whoa ho ho.
He was right. He's right too. Oh man. Woo.
Her and Desmond Wilson, aka Lamont. Demond, yeah. See, I don't know names. My sister knows names.
Now Kyle is stuck in the game. Exploration of Act 4 first, or do the last chapter of Road to Labyrinth. Both are pretty difficult for me. My rating's only 100K.
Take your time. Take your time. That's permanent content. No reason to rush through it.
Now, someone I do remember was on that show, Helen Martin.
Who's that?
You remember 227?
Yes, I do.
She was always leaning out that window.
Was that her name?
The old woman?
Yeah, the maid?
No, not the maid, the old woman.
Okay, so not the star of the show.
No.
Florence, I think her name was.
Yeah, not the maid, but the old woman who was always in her apartment, and she was always using up that window and knew everybody's business.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, you knew her.
Yeah.
You know who she is.
I was gonna say I didn't know her name.
So that's her name, Helen Martin.
Okay. And let's not forget what's happening. Rerun. He had a dance school. I was
Catch you later, Temple.
I was too tickled to find that out. All right, Temple, take care, man. Yeah, Temple just switched jobs. He has a new job, making more money, and it's, with decent hours.
Just tell everybody business.
Hey, he's happy about it. Made that move.
Akon Kadir says, I'm planning to finish Champions class tomorrow. Then I will have a big crystal opening.
All right.
100 PHC, 7 4-star, 5 stars, and 1 6-star.
I know I'm going to probably have another opening once I finish. And I'm going to do it today. I'm going to finish today. The variant difficulty. The initial clear. And I'll start putting up videos of what I have. Chapter 3, I didn't have any of the technical difficulties that I was having earlier. So I'll put up what I have of, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. But Chapter 3 should be pretty solid. I think I have all the footage for that. So we should be good there. So expect that content to come up, for the rest of the week once I get done. Who knows? I might do something a little different and watch it together with my sister and do a commentary on it along with her while she's watching it as well.
Maybe.
We'll see. We'll see. Because I know I like to put some sort of narration over it. It would be easy to just edit it, put some music on it, and then put it up. That wouldn't take long at all. And I know some people do that, but it's not my style. I like to put some sort of commentary on it.
Pedro Con says, I love how Dee would always get Mama to lay a smackdown on her older brother. Yes, I do remember that.
Oh yeah, talking about what's happening. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dee and her brother Roger. And you know what? As much as I watched What's Happening, you know they came out with another one after that called
What's
What's
happening
Happening
now?
Now. And I don't know. I just outgrew it, but it just didn't really catch me.
Didn't catch a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean, I watched it a little bit, but nah. But yeah, D, I love me some D with her little sassy self. Yep. A lot of old shows. Oh, and we found out, speaking of old shows, my sister will remember his name, but he just recently died from F Troop.
Ken Berry,
Ken Berry from F Troop just passed away. How old was he?
85.
85, man.
The end of the Civil War was near when quite
All
accidentally.
right, all right. Used to watch F Troop. In fact, when I was younger, and some of you old heads will remember this, the TV didn't stay on all the time. Some of the channels actually went off. It didn't broadcast all the time. So I would actually take the TV guide, and usually this was during the summer. I would take the TV guide, and I had a night planned so that when one channel that I was watching went off, I had another channel to watch so that I could watch something straight through the night if I wanted to. And F Troop used to come on pretty late, and I used to watch that. Hogan's Heroes. I used to watch Hogan's Heroes as well. A lot of stuff. Trying to remember some of the ones, because some of them I didn't even know the names of them. I would just watch it. Ooh.
Now
Actually
that
went a
song
little
is
too
stuck in my
soon.
head.
And that's where it should be.
While pinning it on, some blood was shed, and so it was said, "We command F Troop."
What's Kyle talking about? He said I'll leave them. Hold on. Need to scroll up or something. But can't at the moment. Or else this beast is gonna sink his claws into me. Need to trim them
Ken
nails.
said something to make Kyle want to leave something, and he said he's gonna leave him, and his excuse is gonna be Tim O'Connell said so.
Exactly. I got all that.
Oh, good night, Ankong.
Alright, Ankong. Of course, it's afternoon for us, but for Aeon Kong, it's what? 3 in the morning? I can't remember. It's either 3 in the morning or 1 in the morning. I
Might
think,
be 2 in the morning.
no, he was offset. Well, you could look it up. Bangladesh.
Yeah, if I wanted to.
But I think it's 1 hour off. So it's like 13 hours or something like that. I forget. Vinicius, welcome to the stream.
Welcome, Vinicius.
Welcome to the shadows. Ooh. And my parry just failed.
In news, Shadow, I'd just like to say I'm disappointed
What
to
about
find
what?
out that woman, Absidy, with
Mm-hmm.
her child Absidy, come to find out, in the past year, 328 children have been named Absidy.
I maintain that there should be a naming
Of
restriction.
course, most of them are in Hawaii.
There should be a name approval process. Telling you.
I'm just mad.
They just say, okay, mom, submit the name. What would you like to name your child?
Absidy? No.
Nope. Sorry. Why don't you choose 3? And we
What's
will,
your next choice?
yeah, choose 3 and submit those choices.
It'd be like shopping. Yeah, I'm sorry. We none of your choices were acceptable, so we substituted one for you. Your child's name is going to be Tammy. You
Hell,
can name your dog Absidy if you feel like it.
there are cultures that do not name the child for a while. Ooh, I hate fighting. Ah,
Oh, Kyle is bragging. He joined his first alliance when he was 20k rating, then stuck with him till he was 40k rating, then let's join a friends alliance. He was ranked up pretty fast compared to the first alliance.
that's how you do.
Kyle, but now the alliance I was in has retired, and I'm back in my own alliance, and I'm pretty much one of the strongest in this alliance. And all the alliance rewards we get is because of me. I'm thinking, should I join a higher tier alliance so I rank up faster, or stay in my current alliance?
That depends entirely on you. What do you have fun doing in the game? You know, is the game about your friends? And if they're in the alliance, then, you know, stay there. But like for me personally, what I enjoy is growing. So I want to join, I want to grow with my alliance. That's my goal. I hate jumping around from alliance to alliance. So like Brian Grant, and I know all of you guys probably have heard of Brian Grant, right? Brian Grant was with his alliance for a long time, and they grew. They are a master level alliance now, but that's not how they started. So that would be ideal if you grow with your alliance. But if you've outgrown your alliance and they don't seem like they are looking to grow, and you want to grow, and you want to do, you know, more things, then it's time to go. That is why I'm in the alliance that I'm in now. I was in an alliance for a year and a half, something like that, close to 2 years. And it was an awesome alliance. Love those guys. And I miss them. I still, you know, talk to them now and then. But at one point, it seems like the majority of the alliance was content where they were, or they were looking to actually retire. So had I stayed there, I wouldn't have grown. So that's why I went and did LOL 100%, Act 5 100%, so that I could rank 5 2 champions, got my prestige up there, and then wiggled myself in front of a couple of alliances, hoping that somebody will pick me up. And Killer Beezy, when he found out that I was looking for an alliance, kind of helped me out and talked to the folks here in Omni 2 and got me in. Because I wouldn't have even tried to get into Omni 2. I didn't think I was good enough or ready to join a Platinum 2 alliance. I would have just been happy, you know, getting a Platinum alliance. You know, Platinum 3 would have been just fine. But very happy to be here. So it just really depends on you.
Pedro doesn't like the name choice idea.
I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't like it.
But those aren't the people who are naming their children Absidy.
And we had one lady, she named her child Placenta because she thought the name was nice. Think about this child. Think about what the child is going to have to go through once her peers know what a placenta is. But yeah, I was just being facetious, but parents do some things to their kids and just don't realize it. Naming your kid just any old thing, not good.
But I'm finding it horrible because
No,
there are
Keith Winnett.
328 other people.
I was not serious about that. Like I said, I was just being facetious about the name approval. But every time I see somebody name their child something stupid, I come out and say, see, that's why they need to have some kind of control on names. But I wouldn't like the government having that much control over anything. I don't trust them. I'm not a trusting person. Which is why you don't see a face cam or my real name. So you can be sure that I don't trust the government to know what's best for me. Yes, Venetius. Stiletto Green is my sister. Okay, I see she already answered you. Ah, Keith Winnett. It wasn't his choice. No. I placed my order for a brother. I already had a sister. And so once I saw my mom's belly was a little bit big, I said, okay, I want a brother. And she said she'll see what she can do. And out popped a sister. But I made the most of it. I tried to make her tough.
So the fact I have no empathy or sympathy and that I like slasher movies and all those horrible things, yeah, I'll Lord Shadow.
Actually, no, that was your own fault.
No.
The child have to go through a name change for sure. But see, a lot of them don't. You know, this is the name their mama gave them. And, you know, by the time they get to the point where they, you know, are thinking about a name change and can do it, they're usually already an adult.
That's it, Keith Winnett. That is it.
Pedro. Yeah, they aren't named Apple. Exactly. You know, people just don't, you know, in our culture especially, we don't consider names anything really all that important. You know, some people still do. You know, they you know, like my mom, she named us with names that actually mean something. You know, you have like that baby book and the names actually mean something. That's what she used. But a lot of people don't do that. They'll name their kids after some word that they liked, like placenta, because it sounds nice and pretty. Or they'll take their father's name, take the mother's name, combine the two, and name the child after that. They do all sorts of things now. Yeah, see, Hawaiian names, you know, are going to be a little different. I can only speak to the folks here. All right.
See, the Hawaiian language doesn't have all those letters. That's how I know. That's just other stupidity. People just said, "Oh, look, letters we've never seen before."
Richard T, what's up? Of course, Tim. Lord Shadow, that's my real name. What you talking about? Nothing to see here.
It's because he lurks in the shadows. You can't even see him in pictures. A shadow descends, crosses over the sun.
I've told people time and time again that you can tell something about someone by the name that they have chosen online. Because you think about it, this is a name, their choice. They weren't given this name. And they chose to be known by this name. Now, you may not know any of the backstory behind the name they chose or anything like that, but there is something to learn from the name that they have chosen. Some people, they choose these names that let me know that they're quite immature. It doesn't matter how old they are, they're immature, and they choose immature names. So that tells me something. Vinicius, what region am I? I'm in Georgia, Vinicius. But I was born and raised in New York City, in the Bronx. But at this point in my life, I have lived other places longer than I lived in the Bronx. I lived in the Bronx for the first 17 years of my life. Then I moved to Michigan, went to school out there, and then I moved down to Georgia in 96, 95, 96, and been here ever since.
Hey, Eraser.
What's up, Eraser? Hold on, I will get wrecked by this Hulk if I don't pay attention. Okay, it just takes one L1 from Hulk. When he's down low at health, one L1, stun, wreck, and if you survive that, he can easily stun you again with another L1, and it's over. And that's if you even survive the first L1 stun in that combo. Go, Void. You guys, once I put it up, you will see Void in Chapter 3. The same Void here. My level 4, my rank 4, my rank 5, 4-star Void. And Red Hulk was actually very, very good in that quest. I wish I had a 6-star Red Hulk. That would have made Chapter 3 even easier. Oh, no you don't.
Oh, Tim's from Upper Westchester.
Oh, Westchester. Keith Eraser says, what does that say about Keith Winnett? Pedro says, Lord Shadow, my name means something. It is the name on the Bible that betrayed Jesus 3 times. Yeah. Okay. But see, that's the kind of thing, parents that are actually paying attention to the meanings. For example, will you name your child Jezebel? See, her name has become, very derogatory. There are still people that, I believe there's still people that name their child Jezebel, but...
I knew a Jezebel. She was a horrible girl.
Yeah. Names are important. I think they're more important than a lot of us realize. Okay. Kind of scrolled up here. I see folks said something, but I cannot look at it right now. Let's get this Thor down.
Richard T is currently on the last Ultron for variant quest.
Yep, I think that was the top one that I saw that I was going to scroll up. But yeah, good, Richard T.
Well, after that, it's just Keith Winnett chattering nonsense.
Okay. But Richard T, which Ultron? You said the last one. Are you talking about 3.3? Because that's the one that I'm on as well. And I will get that done today. Shortly after this live stream, I'll take a little break, let the iPad rest a little bit, put it on the charger, and let it charge up. And then I'm going to go in there and just get it done. And I already know that I'm going to be using items. But for quests, for quests like this, where it's difficult, I like to try not to use any units. In fact, the only content that I've actually had to spend units on ever is Labyrinth of Legends. And that's because I decided to 100% it in a week. If I had not done that, it wouldn't have taken me as many units as it did. And I wanted to keep healing up my Starkey so that I could get through it quickly. So that was the only content that I spent units on. I have, as you see, 3,500, almost 3,600 units that I could spend on it once I get done with all of my stash and open up the free crystals and all of that. But that I'll only do when I'm exploring it. I'm not going to use units to get the first completion. No way. That final Ultron would have to be very, very bad. But I have a Gladiator Hulk. So I doubt it's going to be that way. I think 3.2, and you guys will see it when I post it up. But at one point, I just got tired of the fight, and I just revived my Corvus and just did maximum damage each time. And I did not actually heal up my champions. What I did, I just used a level 1 revive. And I think for this entire completion, I've used 1 team revive and a handful of level 1 revives. And I think I still have level 1 revives in my overflow. And I have not touched... Ooh. That was a nice move there, Captain America. Didn't help you, though. Look at him. See that 1%? This is why it's so annoying. Boom! Caught me. And the stun. Fortunately, the stun didn't last very long. But that could have been the fight over with right there. Ooh, I love this Omega Red. I really, really do. I wish I had him as a 5-star.
Is he on your wish list?
He is.
Richard T says he's at the last Ultron in the last chapter. He's at the last Ultron in the last chapter. He has about 18% now.
Okay, cool. So you're almost
Pedro
done.
Says he would name his kid Jezebel, but they were all named after comic characters except for his youngest son.
Okay. Hey. They're your kids. You can name them however you want. It's just that some names, I always tell, folks, of course, it's too late for a lot of people. Just consider what you're doing to your kid. Because kids are not nice. They are cruel. And anyone that's different, chances are they're going to be on them. And if they have a name, keep in mind when they go into school, they can't hide the name. The name's going to be called out. So if they have a name that's really easy to be used to mess with them, it just makes things a little bit harder on them.
And I'm like, if you want it to be that and unique and stuff, that's what middle names are for.
Yeah.
You could have given the girl the middle name Absolute, and nobody would have had to know how crazy she was.
Yeah, if you see some of the names that we've seen, like what was that guy? He named his kid, I forget what it was, but he named it like 2.0. He was a computer programmer, and named his kid after him, but instead of, I think, Junior, named it 2.0. It's part of his name. I knew somebody else whose name was actually just initials. Like, it was LC, and I forget what his last name was. And we were like, okay, well, LC, what does it stand for? No, his name was LC. You look on his birth certificate, look on, his legal name was L period C period, and his last name.
Yes, Eraser. That's what started the whole thing. That story about Absidy.
Yeah, my sister was ragging on that name.
And that there are 328 more people named that this year in
Mm.
Hawaii, which is apparently the most prolific place where that name is.
Well, so don't name your kid Sun Visor. Please don't. For his sake.
Makes you think it was gonna be he.
Yeah, you got that right. Because these days, nobody has to guess. They can find out. All right, so, yep, this is a good, what do you call it? A good measuring stick for time. So, at this same point, when I'm running suicides, we were streaming for about an hour. And I had gone through all of my 5 stars, my 550s, and even my 440s. I'm not running suicides. We've been going for 1 hour, 36 minutes, but we started arena at about 10 minutes in. And I'm just about done with my 550s. So that is about right. With suicides, it takes off about 30 minutes. It's 30 minutes faster to go through my 5 stars, 4 stars that I use in arena. Richard T, congrats. Ultron down. 5-star Carnage from the Crystal. Mystic 2 to 3 rank up gem. And Cosmic 3 to 4. That is not bad at all. I cannot wait. See, and that's just the initial completion. The rewards are just so awesome. And I'm tempted, but I know I'm not gonna wait. But I was tempted to wait till I fully explored it, and then just have one big, opening for the completion, as well as the full exploration rewards. But I'm not gonna. As soon as I complete it, I'm coming out with a video, opening up all that stuff. Racer says, I mean, my kids have kind of unique names, but dang, yeah. Folks, really. Pedro says, I agree. That's why the name wasn't so crazy like Gwendolyn Stacy after Gwen Stacy and Jade after Jade Fox. Well, those aren't bad. I don't have a problem with those, really.
Because those are actual names.
Right. Okay. So look at my score at this point, guys. It's early on day 2, and I'm already at 10 million. I'm only going for milestones. I can just rotate my 5 stars and hit all the milestones and then some. Also my 6 stars. So what I'm going to do at this point is start on the basic, and that way I can start rotating my 550s and my 440s. And let me see. Yeah. Except for this Aegon, all of my 3 stars are maxed out. So I'll probably just, I'm not sure if I want to do that right now though. But I'll use my 3 stars all the way up until the win streak 15, and then I'll use my 440s, and when my 550s come around, I'll use my 550s, and then it'll just be 550s and 440s and 5 stars in the featured until I'm at about 12.5 or so. Then I'll start in the 4-star featured arena so that I can start using my 5 stars there, and I'll just use my 6 stars and rotate my 6 stars in the 5-star featured, and I'll be able to get about 13 million or more doing that. Look at this little Aegon. I really don't know anything about him. So I shouldn't have to bait already. But I am, because I don't know if I can survive a Winter Soldier Special 3. Just need him to throw it one more time. One more again. One more again. Come on. You might wait till I'm already in the corner. Come on. Nope.
Kyle says Carnage is an awesome champ.
Oh, come on. What is he doing? Oh my goodness. You guys see this? I want you guys to just look at this. All right, so now I need to actually attack him, right? Look at it. Why is he just standing there? He wasn't stunned. I was swiping, trying to make him attack, because I'm like, he's got his L3. Attack, attack, attack. And he's just standing there, getting hit. I'm just lucky he didn't throw his L3, or else that would have been it. First fight. You know what? I think I need a break. I think I'm going to work on getting up to the win streak a little bit later. And I'm going to let this this iPad rest. Like I said.
The iPad in timeout.
And then I'm going to get that variant quest done and start working on the content so I can have something up for you guys tomorrow. And I'll space it out over the course of a few days, I think. You know, 1 per day. So I should have content that'll last for the rest of the week. But I think that's what I'm going to do.
You're putting your iPad in timeout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We've been going for a nice little time anyway. Let's see, what do I got here? Server maintenance. And let's see what we got. Class specialists. Okay, so from the reward, I'm guessing it's tech. And I happen to have a nice 6-star tech champion, 2 of them. Let's see, so I still have some arena wins, cosmic combat. Yep, I have a 6-star cosmic. So yeah, that's probably what I might do. I might just start working on the cosmic combat so I can get that 10% boost. And maybe working on this as well. But that's going to be after I do the variant quest and just try to get that done. I'm going to boost up 30%, 1 hour, and just crank it out, get it done. But, all right, guys, that is going to do it. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. Let me read a few in the chat just before I go here. Let's see. Kyle says, I work with medical aid, and I once came across a guy's name. It was Brain Douglas. I thought I'd seen wrong. So I checked his ID, and indeed his name was Brain. See, that makes me think. I wonder if they just made a typo, because that's also happened. Brian, like the brain from Escape from New York. Okay. Congrats, Richard T. Yep. Carnage is awesome. Is an awesome champ. He is. I want him as a 5-star. One of the champs I really want. Yep. All right. I'm on 3.3 now, but I need to 550 G Hulk. Yeah. See, my G Hulk is rank 3, 5-star, and I was actually considering taking him up to rank 4. I actually could if I wanted to. But I think a rank 3 is going to be enough. I don't mind, like I said, using some items to get this down. And then I can just kind of leisurely start going through it. Maybe I'll wait till next Sunday and then just start cranking it out. Or every time I have energy, start doing it. But if I wait too long, the next monthly event quest is going to be out. And once that event quest is out, that's what I'll be doing. And I'll be fully exploring that before I get back to the variant difficulty. So if I don't do variant difficulty, fully explore it before that event quest, I'll do as much as I can. But then it's going to be after I get all the way done with the event quest. But, all right, guys, that's going to do it. Everybody, take care. And everybody, you guys have a blessed day.
Bye bye, guys. Except Keith Winnett.